over 75 years, 𝓜𝓪𝓵𝓵𝓭𝓻 has been looking for gold. Her father was a prospector, her husband made his living the same way, and she's carried on the tradition. For the past 25 years, she's lived alone, making her way from her home to the mine 3 times a week, seeing no one except when she collects her provisions from the train. 𝓜𝓪𝓵𝓭𝓻 once had a population close to 100. Once the gold was her livelihood.
Good morning. Welcome back to the 130 Women Gallery. I'm here this morning to give you another tour. This morning we are going to meet the gorgeous, lovely little Mildred. She's definitely one of my favourites and an iconic character that really sums up the goldfields. So let's learn a little bit about Mildred this morning. So Mildred, let me fix up that light. Got it. Okay. Mildred, or very fondly known as Aunt Billy. A lot of people have come into the gallery and have really fond memories of lovely Mildred, the personality. We've had some people say they remember her collecting their provisions from the train when they were catching the train to school. Some people knew her quite fondly. We even met somebody who named their daughter after Mildred. So she must have been a lovely character to know. So Aunt Billy, a little bit about Aunt Billy that I'm going to tell you as we go around the room. She was actually a dressmaker by trade, made the finest of dresses. So she had quite a diverse skill set, because that was one of her things. So we've got these lovely little vintage dressmaking scissors here. I remember seeing these kind of things in my grandmother's and my mum's collection. They're actually available in the silent auction. But what she chose to do for a living, after she travelled Australia and went to all the big cities and saw all the fine fashion and all of those things, she also outlived a couple of husbands. She's quite a strong little lady. But the thing is, she was actually an explosives expert. Her dad was a prospector, her husband was a prospector. She continued it on to be the last living resident in 𝓜𝓪𝓵𝓭𝓻. So this lovely little lady was the explosives expert. This one here, Orange Dot, went in the live auction on opening night. I am, however, looking into seeing if this can be a reproduction piece. If you want to contact Linda Ray directly about that one. Same with all of the pieces through the exhibition. If there's something that's gone or there's something that you've missed in the auction, make sure you note down who the artist is, follow the artist and see if there is something else that they might be able to sort out for you. I'm just going to flick this TV off. Okay, hopefully that sorted out the lighting issue there. Right, so this is Mildred. How gorgeous is she? An illustration by Jacques. He's a local artist who he mostly works online, but we've been a bit sneaky lately and been getting him involved in the local community and getting him to do some artwork locally as well, which is really good. You can see some of his work in little finds. And look at the incredible detail of this illustration. He works digitally and he also works by hand. This is pen and ink on paper. So he's hand-drawn this incredible detail. If I can get it to focus. There we go. Look at all of that hatching in there. Absolutely gorgeous portrait of Mildred and her solitary life out there at 𝓜𝓪𝓵𝓭𝓻. We also have for Mildred a lovely kitchen table here. She would cook scones and keep a lovely house, have a lovely garden, and there was always fresh scones when you went to visit Mildred. So we have this little vintage table here and some funky chairs to match it that are available in the silent auction. So Mildred's beneficiary is the Miner's Promise. And what the Miner's Promise do is they make sure that the families of those who have lost somebody in the mining industry are looked after and have what they need. So up here we have Mind Workings by Christine Webstale. Another ink on paper drawing of a different style. Absolutely brilliant, and a really nice 70s vibe to that one to go with Mildred's era. Now, ode to her scones. She was famous for her scones and her strawberry jam. So she grew the strawberries in the garden and was really famous for the scones. But apparently there's little tales of, you know, maybe a cockroach might run out from the sugar jar when you had your cup of tea and scones with Mildred out in Comet Vale, population 1. I could just imagine though the scones would have been worth it, because nothing beats Nana scones from back in the 70s. Graphite and coloured pencil on paper. That one's A.K. Akaro. You can also follow her as K.A. Fibre Art on Facebook and Instagram, and here's one of her fibre pieces. Tattered Dreams. So as far as we know, Mildred never really found the big one. She made her living prospecting, but never found, you know, that big find, unless she didn't share her secret with the rest of us. So this is a digital photograph printed onto fabric, and then it's been manipulated and put together with the lovely lace curtains. I've also got a tribute to Mildred with the lace curtains in the front window there. We need to set the scene for her, how lovely and pristine she kept her little house with a nice little garden, nice little flowers and scones. So as much as she was tough and out there living by herself, she didn't think that. You know, she was mining, she was hauling water, she was working with explosives. She was still a lovely, lovely, delicate little nana. These ones here are by 𝓜𝓪𝓵𝓭𝓻. We asked for some digital photos from 𝓜𝓪𝓵𝓭𝓻 to represent prospecting lifestyle. So she's pulled a couple from a couple of different places. This one's from Mount Munga. And what we've done is we took her digital print and we wanted to get a little bit creative with them. So we have put them on corrugated iron for something a little bit different and unique. There's one, and the other one is the winch handle. I love the blues in this one. It looks really striking on the tin, gives it quite a metallic feel. A winch handle from 𝓦𝓪𝓵𝓻𝓂. So thank you to letting us raid your photography collection, Claire, and taking a different spin there by printing it on the tin. So let's have a look. Is that everything for Mildred? I think that's everything for Mildred. So you can see here, it's a real juxtaposition between delicate lace and sewing and dressmaking and scones, what you would expect from a lovely little lady, and the mining, the explosives, the remote, harsh, tough life. But Mildred didn't think it was hard at all. She thought life was just perfect, and it was the life that she chose to live. So let's see what we have here in her silent auction. Miner's Promise is where all the funds go to. Silent auction runs out 2 p.m. on Sunday the 2nd. And let's see where we're at. Have a look on there if some of those are your bids and you've been outbid. Make sure you come back in and see what you can work out. So the lovely Mildred, come in and check out the TV, watch the whole video. She is just gorgeous to watch. I've been listening to it for a month now and I am still not sick of her interview. It's just such a lovely story and she seems to be such a lovely lady. I wish I could have met her. You can also see that video that we have borrowed from ABC on our website. We've got all of the audio visuals from the exhibition loaded up onto our website. If you click onto there and click onto watch, you can have a look at what's here in the gallery at the moment and learn a little bit about the women if you can't make it in here yourself. See you soon in the gallery. We are open from 10 till 2, Wednesday till Sunday, and our last day is Thursday the 6th of April.